Welcome to the Shit Slinky Made Me Watch. I'm your host, Casey, here tonight with another shitty review about shitty horror movies recommended by that sumbitch Slinky. I'm here tonight to talk to you about Troll 2, released in 1990 under the original working title of Goblins. This movie has nothing to do with the original in any way, shape, or form. It's 100% Goblins. The producer and distribution company thought it'd be better that way. And this movie is known as the worst horror movie ever made, and I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. If you want to check out the worst horror movie ever made, go check out The Butcher. That is definitely the worst one ever made. This movie starts out with a young boy being read a story by his grandfather about goblins, these horrific creatures that feed this green substance to humans that turns them into basically half human, half plants that melt down to this sludge kind of material that these goblins eat. Later in the movie, this family swaps homes with another family that lives out in the country of this town of Nilbog. Once they arrive, they see that the family has prepared them this big feast, and there's green stuff all over the entire meal. The son realizes that something's very wrong here because of the story that his grandfather has told him. He believes that they are goblins. And his only way to be able to stop them from eating, he decides he's going to get up and piss on the entire table, which makes it to where they don't eat anything, but it does piss off the father and he gets in some trouble. Later in the movie, the dad and son go to the general store to get some groceries, but once they get there, they find they don't really have much at all. No meat of any kind, just different vegetable type things and milk that sits out and is not refrigerated, so they don't buy anything at all. You do find out that basically the entire town is goblins that have the ability to change themselves into humans, or at least to look that way. Other than that, they have four-leaf clover moles on each and every one of them that kind of gives it away that they are not normal humans. In the movie, there is a scene with one of the boys that's in the film and this queen goblin that is basically eating corn on the cob, and then he says that he loves popcorn. And somehow popcorn just starts getting thrown all over, which is pretty cheesy. But overall, this movie has some pretty good special effects when it comes to the look of the humans once they get transformed into these plant-like things. Like one of the guys is basically turned into like a tree in a pot. That looked pretty cool. But the look of these goblins is absolutely horrible. It looks like a basically masks that are like way too big for their heads. It just looks funny. But overall, I give this movie 2 shit stains. I say check it out. If you've seen this movie before, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about it, and let me know how you felt about this review. I'll be back next time to talk to you about Pinata Survival Island. I'll see you guys next time. Stay classy, folks.